Welcome in and welcome all, everybody. This is From the Pocket, coming at you on a Thursday. Christian, just less than 48 hours before the divisional round kicks off. 8 teams left, 4 games this weekend, 7 games left. How you feeling?
Sad. just plain sad of just how the season's coming to a close.
It really is.
It's coming to a close, and next week we'll be crowning, each conference's champion, and then week after that Super Bowl, and then we gotta wait till September for the season to kick off again. So it's just bittersweet.
Don't cry because it's over. Be happy that it happened. But we've got a lot of content coming for y'all this offseason, so stay tuned. But I do agree with you, Christian. We go into the playoffs, and we got 13 games left. Half of them basically happened in that first round. And it was a great first round, I won't lie. It was a really...
Yeah, it was really good.
There was only one game that I didn't enjoy watching, even the Monday night game, which... it was a snoozer technically for 3 quarters, but I thought that's what it would look like, so I was kind of intrigued. It was like, okay, this is going to be a nitty-gritty, gross 10-6 ball game, right? And then obviously we just saw with the Texans what they did in that second half, or in that last quarter. That defense of theirs just dominated, woke up, 2 defensive touchdowns. They started running the ball on offense, ran away with it. Phenomenal performance by them. We didn't get a chance to talk about it, but obviously I think the development that really came out of that we have to address is Mike Tomlin, the longest tenured coach in the National Football League, has stepped away from the Steelers. He is not going to be their head coach moving forward. My understanding from what I'm reading is he's retiring.
Officially? He's...
Yeah, that's what I've read. I don't know how true it is. But I think one of the Rooneys were saying, Art Rooney was saying that he thought Mike Tomlin would probably retire. He indicated he doesn't plan to coach in the future, is what Mike Tomlin indicated.
Because that was the rumor, he might just sit out this year. Because I think the Steelers still have his rights, which sounds weird to say, but because I think he's still under contract with them. But, well then... Yeah, I could see him. 19 years, almost 2 decades, got him a Super Bowl. So, great career for Mike Tomlin. Would you say he's a Hall of Famer?
Oh, I think Mike
never
Tomlin's
had a losing season.
I think I think it's unfortunate that his tenure went on longer than it probably should have.
Yeah.
And even Art Rooney was sitting here saying after all this, I was down to run it back again with him next year, so
you were down to go 10-7, 9-8.
The Steelers seem to have no interest in parting ways with him. And I think that
I could see they've only had 3 coaches since 69.
Yeah.
And so, he was a long tenured head coach. I imagine everyone in that building loved him, respected him. I've heard nothing but great things about Mike Tomlin and his past coaches or past players and all that stuff. But yeah, I said, I think it was just time. I would have wished he would have got to the 20. 19 just feels a little weird, just odd numbers. But it's your time. It's your time. And we were just gonna run it back and be 10-7, 9-8 again with, not getting a quarterback again, maybe running it back with Aaron Rodgers or Malik Willis or who's the other Kyler Murray, who probably could be on the move this offseason. I wouldn't want to look forward to that anymore anyway. So I think he has a bright future ahead, especially if he goes into broadcasting. I think
he'd be awesome in broadcasting.
I think he's going to do awesome. So I think that's going to be his next move, and I'm excited for him.
Yeah, and to me, I guess 2 things. My initial takeaway on him retiring or him leaving, right? I do agree. Like, I would love to see him in the booth. I think that's a great place for Mike Tomlin. Obviously, this creates a lot of questions around where does Aaron Rodgers go from here? Is he going to retire? I mean, this was a big reason he came to Pittsburgh was because he's like, I wanted to play under Mike Tomlin.
I mean, I think this post game interview he had after this game, and I think several others throughout the season, like gave to Mike Tomlin like huge praise.
Yeah, and I mean, he deserves it. And then on the Mike Tomlin thing, like, I do feel not wanting to run this back. I mean, we've seen this thing on repeat now. It's like, I don't have a quarterback. Aaron is, and really, it's kind of sad because Aaron Rodgers was to me really like one of the only good things I really thought this team did well. Like, they were sketchy at running the ball. They couldn't pass block very well. Their defense was hit and miss all year long. And it was like Aaron Rodgers was like the one thing. Like, had Aaron Rodgers not been their quarterback this year, I legitimately think we would have seen this team probably actually have a losing record. Because I think so. Like, I think he was the thing that kept them, because this roster really was just not. This was the worst roster I've seen the Steelers field in probably a decade. I mean, even, minus the quarterback, of course. But, and the point I made about kind of the league, I think it's so interesting because the league feels like it's really entering like a new era this upcoming season. Like, we had 4 unanimous top quarterbacks coming into the season. Everybody's top 4. It's like whatever order you want to put them in. Everybody's top 4 was Burrow, Allen, Lamar, Mahomes. 3 of them missed the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And we entered into this playoffs, and it's wide open. I mean, we had 14 teams. Realistically, there was 12 teams, maybe 10 or 11 teams. You could make a case for. It's like they could go on a run and win it all. You can make a case for any of the 8 teams remaining. Yeah. That they somehow have a shot. I think I disagree, maybe the Bears and the 49ers, but like, I mean, Houston, Buffalo, Denver, New England.
I'm a little iffy on Houston.
Dude, Houston matches up really well with everybody in the field.
They do, but offensively,
I mean, they blew out the Steelers with C.J. Stroud playing one of his worst games ever.
Stop.
What?
It was 10-6.
And then it was 31-6.
Because of what?
Because of the defense.
The defense ain't gonna be doing that. Can't do that every day.
They've been doing it all year.
But you got to put up points, man. And you're going up against the Patriots, who has a potential MVP, and you're going to be putting up 10 points through 4 quarters.
I think
that's a little like you try that. Try to do that again against the Patriots.
But like that's to me, that's the thing is, not to shift the conversation to Houston. I think there's a case to make. That is the worst. That is the worst game you're gonna get from C.J. Stroud in the postseason. How much worse can he play? Like, is he gonna play that bad again?
He can. Yes.
He fumbled it twice in like one quarter. He's only fumbled it like 3 times his entire career.
I don't trust this offense. And Nico Collins getting hurt. I don't know if he'll be back for this game. Rooting for him. Hopefully he gets back, but. I'm not sold on this. I'm not sold on this offense. Like, yes, that defense is great. Don't get me wrong. I love that defense and what DeMeco Ryans has done for them. But I just can't trust Houston to play complimentary football offensively. You're on the road now in Foxborough, who I don't think they have lost a game. I had the insight on me. Yeah, the Patriots have won 8 consecutive games in the divisional round in the NFL playoffs. It's the longest winning streak by any team. I know Tom Brady built that. I get it, but they're at
Brady
home.
Belichick.
Yeah, I get it, but they're at home. You're on the road. I got a shaky offense. And I know the Patriots didn't look amazing during the Chargers. It's They have a shot. I'll give them a shot, but this
Well,
just hand
I,
waving of the Texans offense, I don't agree with.
but like, I do agree with you that Houston and that offense is a concern. Like, I'm not hand waving that, but I do think they match up very well with this
Yes,
Patriots
they do.
offense. And I mean, and it's not to say the Patriots are susceptible in that way. You have kind of the top of the line versus one of the top of the line, like kind of competing against each other here. The best pass defense in the league in Houston is competing with the best passing offense in New England. So, I mean, I and not only that, but like they come out of this game, which is very possible. Who do they got waiting for them on the other side? They either got a home game against the Bills or they're going to Denver, a team in Buffalo at home. They didn't beat the brakes off, but they sacked Josh Allen 8 times. And that team in Denver, we agree they should have won that first game. They almost beat them with a backup quarterback when CJ Stroud got hurt against them. So, like, I mean, I look at those matchups and I'm like, Houston can win those. Like Houston can beat all 3 of these teams. Now, I do again, can they do it 3 consecutive weeks? I hear that. But I think to me, my thought about Houston was I didn't know if they could beat the Steelers because it was in Pittsburgh. It's a tough matchup. Pittsburgh got that weird black magic they be doing. Like
what Mike Tomlin was like I think
23-0 or something.
I thought it was 12-0.
It might have been 12-0. I don't even remember
like
the stat.
Monday night games. It was
like
it was
so.
crazy.
I was like, if they get out of there, like I don't know if they'll get out of there. If they get out of there, watch out, because to me, it was my thought was nobody was going to want to play this team. Nobody wanted to play this team, and I still feel kind of strongly about that. So
the Texans defense has to play out of their mind, and can they do that for 3 more games?
I don't think they will win this. I mean, to be fair, like I think they could give the Rams trouble. I think they could beat the Bears. I think they could beat the 49ers. I think the only team that Houston cannot beat in the playoffs is probably the Seahawks. I think Seattle would probably blank their offense. Like literally blank it. Whereas I think if we got Houston, Seattle in the Super Bowl, I think the score would be like 7-0. I think it'd be like a 7-0 Super Bowl.
It'd be an awful Super Bowl. It'd be an awful Super Bowl.
But I just want to wrap up the point on Mike Tomlin. Like, we've got 8 teams that, like, you can make some type of argument that, like, they're in it and they could make a run, at least a deep playoff run, and be a competitive team. You have 9 head coaches looking for or 9 teams looking for head coaches now. It's one of the highest we've ever seen. I think 2022 had 10, and I think there's been like another season or 2 that had 9. And obviously 2 of the most tenured coaches are gone. And we also saw, I already talked about this a little bit, but we saw 7 of the 8 division winners from last year be different. I mean, that's great. Like, there's just so much change and so much wide openness in the NFL. It's like this year was such a hard reset on the league in so many ways. Like, it was just, we've seen this continuation for 2 decades, basically, where it's like Manning and Brady and whoever the NFC is spitting out. And then it's Mahomes and Allen and Lamar and then Burrow. And then we've got the 49ers. And the 49ers are still around. I don't think they will be much longer. But the Eagles, and now it's like the Patriots are back, but they've been gone for years. Houston is good. The Rams are here. The Bears are good. The Seahawks are good. Like, it's just, I just don't feel like we've seen the league be this wide open in probably either of our lifetimes, where there's just not a clear, like, nobody knows who's going to win the Super Bowl.
No. Yeah, it's just it's just picking your poison. Like, who do you think is going to win it?
So, yeah, good luck to Mike Tomlin. I don't know if he'll coach again. I'd like to see him in the booth, but if he does, I think he's just got to go somewhere that has. I know it won't happen, but like I think Baltimore would be a great place for him. You're going with an established quarterback. You're getting a coach that can, like, that defense clearly has talent. I just don't know what's going on with Zach Orr, which, I mean, Zach Orr is probably not going to be there anymore because John Harbaugh's gotten fired. But you got a guy who can clean up the defense, clean up situationally. He doesn't have to worry about the offense. Like, I know he's never going to do that, but wouldn't be a bad spot for him.
That'd
He
be
could go
hilarious.
to Green Bay if they fire Matt LaFleur.
Oof, we could, but yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Did you hear about the Kevin Petula? I mean, that was the most obvious.
We knew
firing.
that was going to happen.
We knew that. Which I didn't know. Now I don't know if I like blacked this out or I heard it and just forgot, but I didn't. So apparently, Kevin Petula was buddies.
Oh
with
yeah, they're like BFFs.
Knicks. I didn't know that. So like this, I didn't know this was like a nepo hire.
Yeah, it was a nepo hire, and it was like the worst kind because Nick Sirianni, after he won the Super Bowl and lost Kellen Moore, it was kind of like, all right, Nick, we'll let you pick your coordinator. And he's like, yeah, I get to pick my buddy. And he picks his buddy, and it's just a dumpster fire. I will say, like, look, I'm not.
This will be a new offensive coordinator for Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, exactly.
Insane.
I'm seeing a lot of people trashing Jalen Hurts and saying, like, he's a bum. And it's like, dude, when they've gotten the coordinator right, he's gone to 2 Super Bowls, and he's won one of them. Like, if, you know, at this point, if you want to be like, Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 guy, yeah, fine. Okay, I'm not going to argue that with you. Like, and he's probably, like, the whole system quarterback thing to me is stupid because I have the whole thought I have about systems and players and their quarterbacks. But either way, like, they go get Brian Daboll. Are you not picking the Eagles to be right back in this thing next year? Like, go get a competent. You just need a competent head coach or offensive coordinator. That is all you need.
Yeah.
And they're like, he was great with Josh Allen, like not like an identity, but he also coached with Jalen Hurts at Alabama. So like Jalen Hurts knows him in some capacity too. So are we really saying that like they're going to go get Brian Daboll and they're not going to be right back in the divisional or the conference championship next year? Like
that defense should get better. Yeah, they should be a lot better. The Eagles should be a lot better.
They're going to have an opportunity to address that second, like just get Adoree Jackson out of there, you know? And they're going to have an opportunity to rebuild that offensive line. Like, all right, well, Christian, do you have any more news you want to talk about?
Speaking of retirement, Adam Thielen has retired.
True. Congrats to Adam Thielen on a phenomenal career.
Yeah. Pro Bowler, very good player for the Vikings. Was undrafted?
Yes.
Undrafted. Had a few years, good years in Minnesota. Then kind of like bounced around, found his way on the Steelers because that veteran guy, and yeah. Oh, 2-time Pro Bowler. Okay, so I thought he had more than 2, but yeah, no, great career for him. So.
Yeah, he really did have a great career, solid. And then obviously questions lingering about Harrison Smith as well for the Vikings.
Oh, man.
So, kind of, again, end of an era in some places, So, anyway, all right, Christian, well, with that in mind, I want you to talk to me about the tiers.
Last week, we was a bit controversial with some of the picks I made and how the teams were lined up, but I think Jake, this week you will like it. At the bottom, we have the we're just playing with house money, Great season by them. They not many people are expecting them to win. They're playing a division opponent that kind of I wouldn't say kick their teeth in, but like handled them pretty nicely in the Seattle Seahawks. And I'm obviously talking about the San Francisco 49ers. Great win to get over the Eagles there on the road. Now you're on the road here against Seattle, the team that beat you last time 13-3. Brock Purdy did not look great in their last matchup. I think we're probably going to see kind of that similar kind of game where 49ers are going to struggle. They should stop Christian McCaffrey pretty well, and then this this offense is going to sputter, and then Seattle will eventually just bust a few drives here and there, and they'll probably get out with the win there. So we got 49ers uh just happy to be here, and they're just continuing this
No
great
shame.
season. Yeah, that Kyle
No
Shanahan's
shame in being
put.
happy to be here.
Yeah, no shame, no shame, no shame. Next up, we got the should lose. These teams should be a first round or second round exit, but as we just got done talking about in the beginning, you know, there are 8 teams left. You can make a case for all 8 of these teams that are remaining, but I mean, somebody got to lose. And uh it's the Rams. No, excuse me, it's not the Rams. It's the Bears and the Texans. Like as you could tell, I'm not a huge fan of Houston. Um, just offensively, obviously, is really my concern with the Texans. Like that defense is amazing. Can they go on the road and play lights out for the rest of this postseason? Maybe they have a shot, and if they can get solid production from their offense, then yeah, then they can go into New England and get the win there. On Chicago, I mean, this feels lopsided. Just with the talent discrepancy between these two teams. Like I feel like the Rams are just a way more talented team. They got the veteran QB. They got the veteran head coach and Sean McVay. I know their defense hasn't been looking great, but they got players up and down that on that defense that should be able to handle what the Bears can do. And for the Bear and it's just that offense. I mean, the Rams going against that Bears defense. As long as Matt Stafford it doesn't turn the ball over, I mean, we'll see what Dennis Allen can cook up in the second half. But I feel like that Rams offense versus that Bears defense, Rams should cook all day. But can the Bears keep it close and maybe wait until the fourth? I just don't know how long they're going to keep getting away with Caleb Williams turning it on in the fourth.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. I can't wait for that one. That is the Sunday night game, or 5:30, but Central Time. But it's Sunday. It's the last of our divisional games this weekend, so it's going to be exciting to watch that. Can't wait to. I mean, I'm excited to watch all of these games, obviously, but can't wait to watch that one. All right, next up, we got the should win. This is the should win. So it's the teams that were beaten. So it's the Patriots and the Rams. A little shaky about both of them. Both of these teams did not look great in the wild card game. The Patriots with Drake May in that first half looked a little rough. Did play better in the second half, and then the Rams were just were great in the first half and did enough to just get the win in that second half. Panthers could have maybe made it more interesting if they had if that receiver had caught that pass, but it is what it is. That's history. So yeah, that's the should win.
Mm-hmm.
Then next up, we got the coming off a week 1 bye. Let's see if we can shake off the rust. We'll shake off the rust. Denver and Seattle. Both of those teams, like I said, coming off their week 1 bye. They have. I don't think they've. Oh, they're both playing Saturday. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, and then did the Broncos and Bills didn't play right this season?
No, they didn't.
Okay, but Seattle and San Fran have. This will be their third time.
Yeah.
This will be their third time matching up. A lot of people probably, especially Jake, not giving San Fran a shot, but hey.
0 shot. No shot, as I famously said and was correct.
But hey, We'll see what Sam Darnold can do, and as I've talked about with C.J. Stroud, worried a little bit about Sam Darnold, but I mean this is his best chance to write some
Some
change some
demons.
narratives about him and some demons, yeah. And then Bo Nix, can he just get it done? I mean, this is the team that knocked you out last year, embarrassed you after you went up 7-0 on them in the wild card. They embarrassed you, and you got them coming to your house, and the Broncos there, and with the Bills coming into the Broncos' house. And can you get the win? You know, Bo Nix, can you put together a good great game, and then Denver's defense can you get stops? Can you get them off the field? Can you put them in third and longs and stuff like that? And then on top of the tiers, I think the best team from Wild Card Weekend, and it's the Buffalo Bills. I thought they played really really well against the Jags. Josh Allen was really really efficient in that game. Um, they stuck with the run, even though they didn't. They weren't really getting much kind of leeway. So that I like that they're not just trying to depend on Josh Allen save us and put the cape on. So yeah, them's the tiers. Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, I like them a lot better. I think you have the order pretty correct. Like, to me, just realistically speaking, I know you could make a case for pretty much all these teams, but like the three teams that feel like towards the bottom in terms of their chance of really making it a run and winning it all, it really does feel like the 49ers, the Bears, the Texans, unfortunately. I just think Buffalo, Denver, Seattle, New England, and the Rams, like, there's just kind of a tier between them and those three other teams. So I think you did get that right there. Yeah, I mean, Seattle to me is the best. So
We'll see. We'll get to see. This is their favorite. Yeah, they're favored in this game
by a touchdown and some
by a
change.
touchdown. So you got to be feeling good. You've already beaten this team
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. You should be you're more healthy than you were probably when you played that game because you've had the week off.
All right. I love the tier list as always, though, Christian. Who do you think's going to win it all? I just want a little sneak peek. Who do the tiers think are going to win it all?
My bracket is pretty much still intact. I still had the Rams winning it
Over
well,
New
I had
England or
Rams
Denver?
Patriots. I had
Yeah,
Rams
okay.
Patriots.
Rams
Yeah, I had the
Patriots.
Bills. I have the Bills win. My AFC was spot on. I have Bills, Broncos, Texans, Patriots. In my bracket. And then my NFC is wrong because I had the Eagles winning. But yeah. So yeah, I had the Bills. Picked the Bills versus the Broncos, and then I picked the Patriots versus the Texans.
All right, bet.
So
My bracket is not as intact in terms of the matchups, but my teams are still intact. I have Seattle over Buffalo in the Super Bowl, so I'm just rooting for that. That's all I'm rooting for right now. But
and my teams are still in it. I got Rams, Patriots
all right,
in
Christian,
the Super Bowl.
we can get to best bets.
Best bets.
All right. Look,
we did not hit on that Steelers +3.
I went 0-3 last week.
Ugh.
Yeah. Now I'm still 55-38, still hanging in there. The worst I can do is 55% on the season, so I feel really good. But that 60% mark is getting
It's
thin.
in jeopardy.
We need to go 5-2 to hit it. So we missed 3 bets this week. We go 1-3. It's over. Our 60% dream is gone. 55% is still amazing, and we're locked in there. But would really like to hit 60. So I have to pick all 4 games this week.
Okay.
Every single game for the rest of the season, I'm taking a side on.
Okay. We got 2 more, and we got 3 more after this.
All right, immediately.
Immediately.
Start with the Buffalo Bills, Denver Broncos. I'm just going to take it in order of the slate.
Yeah. Okay.
I am going to take the Bills minus or plus the points. I have some analysis of this game that I want to give when we actually pick the games. But I think the Bills can do some damage here. I think they can win this game. I think it's actually a pretty good matchup for them against Denver. Where Denver really, really excels, Buffalo also excels. But there's, and you know, it's not to say that there are some places Buffalo is weak. Denver is not amazing, but like they're competent. So like I do think there's an opportunity for them to take advantage of that, such as Buffalo's inability to stop the run. So I'll give some more details when we actually talk and predict the game out in the next segment. But for now, I am going to lean Buffalo. It's flip-flopping around. Some it's -1, some it's +1. It's ping-ponging back and forth. I will just take Buffalo minus or plus the points, whatever. I'll lock it in at -1, just to be safe.
Bills are +1.5, I think. But
yeah, they were -1 earlier. Right now, if I get the Bills, I'll just take the Bills +1.5 then. If I'm locking that in, I'll take the Bills +1.5. Okay. 49ers Seahawks. This one is very tough because that spread is insane.
Yeah, 7
like
points.
That is a
whole touchdown. They're like this like the 49ers are in the San Fran's league.
Like, even if I were to say Seattle is going to win, do I really think they're going to win by that much? You know?
In a playoff game.
And I know people are talking about George Kittle being gone. George Kittle is not like, he matters. I'm not saying George Kittle doesn't matter, but there's one player that matters to that. There's two players, I should say, that matter to that offense more than anything. Christian McCaffrey, who's playing, and Trent Williams. And Trent Williams is playing. And Trent Williams was not in this game in Week 18.
And that helps.
Yeah, so, I mean, Trent Williams is out, you're basically, it affects two positions, right? Because you're affecting the tackle that has to replace him, but you're also affecting that guard who does not have Trent Williams next to him now. Yeah. So Trent Williams is in, so that's a huge deal to me. Like, and that, I think, by itself, you know, Brock Purdy struggles against top-tier defenses. Oh, but Jake, he just beat the Eagles, and you said, yeah, he threw 2 interceptions. And it took them throwing a trick play from Jawan Jennings to Christian McCaffrey to take the lead in that game. And Brock Purdy led a touchdown at the end. Like, I'm not pretending that didn't happen, but like, they had to go deep into the bag to beat the Eagles. And the Eagles are not like, the Eagles gave up 325 points of offense this year. Seattle gave up 292. Seattle gave up 30 points less than the Eagles did. Like, there's levels to this. And how much... and so, to me, the question is, like, can the 49ers get to 10 points? Because I think if they can get to 10 points, that's enough to cover this spread.
Oh.
Like, I could see a 17-10 game. You know, I think that's, and maybe it doesn't even feel that close, but even if it's 17-3 and the 49ers score with 2 minutes left and they're kicking an onside kick, like that covers. That covers a 7.5 point spread. So I will lock, I think I'm going to have to lean the 40. It's as much faith as I have in Seattle, it's just stupid to take the Seahawks by that much. Like, they might blow them out. They might. But, like, come on. Am I really going to predict that like this? I don't know. I just don't have faith in it that much. Sam Darnold, to me, feels like he could always keep them in the game. So I will take the 49ers +7 here. Okay. So I've got the Bills +1.5. I've got the 49ers +7. Texans, Patriots. Bro, they're giving me the hook.
Giving you the hook.
They're giving me the hook. I want to be on the Patriots so bad here. But, like, 3.5, like, I think Drake May could be a messy game.
Could be another messy game.
I think CJ could have a messy game. Like, I'm not saying anything about CJ either, you know, but, like, what's this, 20-17? Like, that's kind of what this game feels like to me. That covers. I'm going to take the Texans plus 3.5.
All underdogs.
I know. I feel stupid doing it.
All underdogs today.
And then we go to the Rams-Bears.
Okay.
I've got a Bears team that's at home getting 3.5 too, and I want to take it so bad. But, like, this is what makes me...
this could be a shootout.
It could be. And this is what makes me so mad about the Rams. Is like, and this is, and again, I think this is really where people are getting thrown off by the Rams, and they're thinking the Rams are better than they are, because I think we just have this idea of what the Rams are.
Yeah.
But they haven't been that for 2 months. And I look at the idea of the Rams is, I'm like, am I really going to pick Caleb Williams and that Bears offense to keep up with Matt Stafford and the Rams offense? But, like, on paper, they've been doing it. And even, like, I have some stats on the Rams I want to give when I go pick this game. I will take the Bears plus 3.5. I'm taking every underdog this week. The goal, if we could just go 2-2. We could just go 2-2. 2-2. So we're taking every underdog this week. I feel gross about it, and I feel like one of these is definitely going to miss. But the math is just mathing for me. Like, I can't take the Rams going into an 18-degree weather game at night in Chicago at minus 3.5. You know, I can't take the Patriots as 3.5-point favorites against the Texans defense. It's crazy. I can't take a Seahawks, like, as much as I love the Seahawks, and I think the Seahawks could blow this team out. The math is that the 49ers keep this close. Like, that's just what happens here. And then the Broncos-Bills is just a go-either-way game to me. Like, I probably should take Denver at home, but I just have faith in Josh Allen and the Bills to get it done. I think there's some matchups to favor them. So
that's funny because, you know, you predicted this beginning of the year Broncos in the AFC Championship game, and now you're betting against them.
That's okay. It's okay. I picked the Broncos to be a 13-win team. They got the 1 seed. I feel like my Broncos prediction was vindicated.
I mean, you said an AFC Championship.
That's okay. They ain't got to go to the AFC Championship. It will be a disappointment if they don't. I will not lie. Anytime you get the 1 seed and you don't get to at least the AFC Championship, that's a letdown of a season. So, yeah. Well, and again, like, there's some other numbers. Like, Sean Payton is in this spot. Like, he's had extra time to prep, and I'm like, I guess. I mean, it's not like he knew who he was playing. I know he can prep new plays and stuff, but, like, it's not like he's able to be like, oh, yeah, we're prepping for the Bills these for 2 weeks. It's like, Anyway. All right, Christian, what's your bet?
Yeah, I'm not in love with a lot of this. I think I'll go with the Bills plus or minus whatever the Bills get.
Dang.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel you. All right, cool. All right, Christian, well, we got one more thing to do. We got to pick them. All right, let's start with the Bills-Broncos here. All right, some analysis I really want to give on this really quick. So the Broncos and the Bills are both top tier in their respective categories of offense and defense, right? The Bills have a top-tier offense. Josh Allen is one of the best quarterbacks in the league against man, against zone. He is just he's been fantastic. They're obviously the best rushing team in the league, or at least one of them. Denver, though, one of the best passing defenses in the league, one of the best rushing defenses in the league. Like, this is really a strength on strength, this offense versus this defense. And I think the key to me is whether or Josh Allen, even under pressure, has been really good this year. I'm pulling it up really quick, but I believe he's been a top 5 quarterback when he's been under pressure, and even when he's blitzed, which Denver does blitz, I think at the 5th highest rate, if I'm not mistaken. So, I do think even with those circumstances, I trust Josh Allen to still be able to do what he needs to do. Josh Allen, EPA per dropback, according to Next Gen Stats, he is number 10. He's top 10 when under pressure. So I think he'll be okay. Now, to me, this is where the game gets won and lost, and why I think Buffalo will pull it out. Bo Nix is very not good against zone. The Bills run zone defense 65% of the time. When they do, they are a top 3 defense in terms of zone coverage performance and EPA per dropback. And Bo Nix is bottom third of the league in passer rating and EPA per dropback against zone coverage this year. He's top 10 against man. So if the Bills run a bunch of man coverage, Bo Nix should be able to tear him up. But if they play zone, Bo Nix has struggled against that formation or against that scheme this year. And Denver has 0 receivers in the top 40 in EPA per targets against zone defense. Now, you might say, well, but Bo Nix has a great offensive line. So, if he's not pressured, shouldn't he be fine? Even without pressure, the Bills' defense in zone without pressure is top 5 in the league among teams in that split. And they give up a passer rating of 69 in zone coverage without pressure. So I think the only way that Denver's offense can maneuver against the Bills' defense is if they can run the ball. And they are dead average at running the ball. Now, Jacksonville was not particularly great at running the ball, and they were eating up the Bills. So they might be able to do it. It is very possible that the Broncos could run and take advantage of that and get it done. But I think the Bills defense is going to shut down Bo Nix, and I think Denver's going to have to shrink the game. And I think in a shrunk game and a close game late, I think Josh Allen will get it done. So I am taking the Bills to upset the Broncos.
You said a lot there, Jake, but I mean a lot
Sorry.
of no, but it was very cogent, solid, great analysis.
Thanks.
I think this is on for the Broncos for them to win. It's like you said, shortening the game. How well can they get a run game going to take the pressure off Bo Nix? I know he's at home, but I mean, this is Josh Allen in the postseason. He plays well in these spots. You gotta keep him off the field as much as you can and let your defense rest, because the more cracks that you give to Josh Allen, he will eat you up. So I think a large emphasis, and I imagine Sean Payton is going to emphasize this in their first few drives that are scripted. Hey, we're gonna try to establish this run. If they've scavenged that tape on the Jags Bills game, and they saw Jacksonville have a lot of success. So I imagine this is a copycat league. They should try to replicate at least some of that. So you're not putting it all on Bo Nix. So I'm still rocking with the Bills here. I mean, it is Josh Allen over Bo Nix. I think that's just because coaches, I think they both have really great coaches. I just think it's, I know that they don't battle each other, but I think if it's a close ball game late in this game, who do you trust more with the ball in their hands to, go down and get a score, or, waste some clock to ice the game? I trust Josh Allen in this spot because I've seen him do it. Now, Bo Nix, I'm not saying he can't. It can happen, and they got the number 1 seed. They won the 14 games. They're their record in close games is 11-2 compared to the Bills 5-3.
Mm.
But I mean, it's just Josh Allen. I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could add more to it. I just trust Josh Allen more in the spot, but won't be surprised if the Broncos do get this win. They are the number one seed. They're at home. They've had some rest. They've gotten a little bit healthier, and hopefully the defense can really step up because they were struggling in the back half of that season. But yeah, but again, long story short, just I trust Josh Allen and the Bills to get it done here.
And I will say, and one note I will add is Denver loves to run inside zone, outside zone, and duo. It is where the vast majority of their run types are, and Buffalo is particularly bad at stopping all three of those. They're basically bottom 5 in the league against every one of those types of rush schemes. And Denver in particular is top 2 in EPA per attempt when they run outside zone. They run outside zone 21% of the time, according to For the Numbers. Buffalo is the second worst defense in the league at stopping outside zone. So if Denver wants to take advantage of Buffalo, they're going to try to run it outside. I think you're going to see them be running outside zone a lot. So there you go. All right, Christian, let's talk the Saturday night divisional matchup in the divisional round. 49ers, Seahawks. Christian, I'll let you go first on this one. Who you got? What you got?
I mean, this was a different game in my bracket. I had Seahawks and Rams, and I had the Rams going over
those Eagles, bro.
Seattle. But yeah, those Eagles,
Eagles, dude. Like, come on.
But
embarrassing.
But now with this matchup, I'm rocking with the favorite here in Seattle. I get it. It's a big game, and we haven't seen Sam Darnold play well in these big games. But I think but with this one, he just has the way better team. He just has the way better team. The defense is better. Their offensive line, at this point, is better. They can get after Brock Purdy. We saw them in was it the last game of the season? Or no, it was the last game of the season. Yeah.
Yeah.
They stopped Christian McCaffrey, and it's hard for this 49ers team to get now. Can Kyle Shanahan cook up some plays to scheme his guy to get some trick plays out there? He has to. He's gonna have to get in his bag, his offensive play calling bag, because this is a tough unit. He struggles against the Mike McDonald led Seahawks. He's only averaged 18.3 points per game in the 4 games that he has played this team. So he struggles.
He does.
And at that point, if he's only averaging about 18 points, I think Seattle can get to 20 with Jackson Smith and Jigba. I love Robert Saleh. I thought he did a good job with all the injuries and stuff like that, but they're not getting to the quarterback. Fred Warner's talking about Mike playing, but a hobbled Fred Warner. He's a very talented, potential probably Hall of Famer. But he's coming off an injury. He hasn't played in God knows how long. I just don't think that's going to be enough, even if they get him back. With the additions of Trent Williams, that's good, but I think Seattle is going to be able to make Brock Purdy feel uncomfortable back there, and as we saw with the Eagles game, Brock Purdy, he's a gunslinger, and he's going to try to fit it into tight windows. And the Seahawks, they got good linebackers, they got good secondary, they got a good front. This is gonna be a fight. But at the end of the day, I think the better team is gonna win. And I'm picking the Seahawks to get it done here.
Yeah, I just like look, Sam Darnold to me is obviously the wild card, and he is the reason I cannot say with my full chest the 49ers have no shot, right?
Yeah.
Trent Williams is playing, as I talked about. That's a huge deal. But, I mean, A, you look at the key advantages according to next gen stats. It is frightening how many of them favor Seattle. All of them favor Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, rushing outside tackles, rushing red zone, pass versus the blitz. Of course, talking about Seahawks defense versus the 49ers offense, rushing under center, overall rushing efficiency. Like, especially like when you talk about the play action, when you talk about under center, like these are all things Kyle Shanahan likes to do. And Seattle just dominates. They're one of the best, if not the best teams in the league in all of those categories individually. And, I mean, again, like, even the Seahawks offense versus the 49ers defense, like, pressure rate. Seahawks have the 5th lowest pressure rate in the league. The 49ers are only above the Panthers. Deep passing, the Seahawks are top 5. 49ers are bottom 5. Long pass, Seahawks are top 10. 49ers are bottom 5. Passing with play action, Seahawks are number 2. 49ers are average. And it's just every single one of the metrics just favors the 49ers. Like, and I get but they got Brock Purdy. I like Brock Purdy.
I like some of the
Brock Purdy songs. Like, I do. I think I have mad respect for him. I'm not a Nick Wright hater on Brock Purdy where he's just waiting for this man to fail. Like, Brock Purdy seems like a cool dude. It's an amazing story. And it's not just a story. Like, this ain't like Rudy, where the dude came in and played for like 2 plays, and we're all like, what a story. Like, this dude has been to a Super Bowl. He's made multiple deep playoff runs. Like, this guy is clearly not an elite quarterback, but he is a top 12 quarterback in the league. Like, he is solid. But, like, this ain't Josh Allen. This ain't Joe Burrow. This ain't Patrick Mahomes. This is not a guy that, like, I'm just like, he'll find a way. He'll find a way to do it. Like, not with this talent discrepancy at hand, on the road against a Seahawks team that's coming off a bye. Mike McDonald 2-0 off a bye week in his career. It's a small sample size, but still, like, I think Brock Purdy can keep it close. And I think Sam Darnold will do his damnedest to make sure the 49ers got a shot. But I cannot with my full chest say I trust Brock Purdy to just get it done. Brock Purdy was one of the 4 worst quarterbacks in Week 18 when they played the Seahawks, according to Next Gen Stats. He was in the same ballpark as Trey Lance and Chris Aludican. And then last week against the Eagles, I know people love Brock Purdy and they love to trash Jalen Hurts. I got news for you. They were the same guy, statistically speaking, in that game. They both had a passer rating of about 80. They both had an EPA per dropback of negative 0.3 or 0.03, which was, I mean, they were identical in a number of areas. And their completion percentages, identical. So, it's not like Brock Purdy played well. He has a history of not playing well against top-tier defenses. Not saying he's going to get blown out. Not saying he doesn't have any shot to win this, but, like, I think the path for them to win it is very, very narrow.
It's going to take a Kyle Shanahan. Like, if the 49ers get this upset, like, we're walking out of this game, it's like, man, what a game Kyle Shanahan called. And, like, what a amazing game Brock Purdy put together. And, Robert Saleh did a phenomenal job of stopping this defense, or stopping this offense. So, like, it's going to be – it's, like, as we've – the common theme that's been, like, all the 8 of these teams have a really good chance to make a Super Bowl run. But, man, for this to happen, like, a lot of things will have to go right for the 49ers, where Sam Darnold could not play well, and they could still win this game, where the 49ers, it seems their margin of victory is just so much harder.
Yeah, I mean, and again, like, it's not a knock on Brock Purdy, but it is that Brock Purdy has a harder task ahead of him, right? Brock Purdy has to he has a much smaller margin for error. Yeah. Sam Darnold, I've said it multiple times on the podcast over the past 2 weeks. Sam Darnold has not played well in 2 months. Haven't played well in 2 months. They beat this team by 2 possessions in San Francisco 2 weeks ago. They're beating teams by 3 possessions routinely, and Sam Darnold is not playing well. They were kicking a game-winning field goal against the Rams after Sam Darnold had 4 interceptions. Like, the margin of error for Sam Darnold is massive. It's huge. So Sam Darnold come in here and throw 3 interceptions, and I'm still. If you told me,
that's a lot. That's a lot of interceptions.
I'm not saying, like, if you told me Sam Darnold before, all right, I'm gonna give you a spoiler. Sam Darnold throws 3 interceptions in this game. Do you think they win? I still think they probably win.
I would lean yes, but I'm like.
But you would lean like that's the point. Like, how many quarterbacks could throw 3 interceptions in the game and you go, yeah, but he probably won? Like that, and again, it's not a Sam Darnold compliment. It's a roster Seahawks compliment.
That's a lot of interceptions.
It is. I mean, and look, I'm not saying with my full chest he still won that game, like full chest confidence. But I'm like, I would guess he probably won that game.
It was probably close. It was really close.
But he won, right?
Unless there was like a pick 6 in there or something like that.
Brock Purdy throws 3 interceptions in this game.
Yes.
This is going to be a 31-10 game.
Yeah. If you tell me Brock Purdy threw 3 interceptions, I'm like, it got ugly, didn't it?
It got ugly. So, yeah, I'll take the Seahawks. Like, no courage there. It's, we're picking a 7-point favorite at home off a bye, against the 49ers team that is fielding you and me. So, San Francisco, I don't want to bag on you. Like, you've had an amazing season.
Yeah. No, they had.
It's just tough what you're up against. And if you win this game, all bets are. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Yeah.
They can't beat anybody. Are you sure?
I mean, if they win this one,
it's over. Like,
they might win the Super Bowl. It might be destined.
I'm gonna be a 49ers bandwagon. Like, not like a supporter, but like you're gonna hear me be like, yeah, I was so wrong about this team. Like, this team is so much better than I thought. Kyle Shanahan, best coach in the league. Like,
best coach in the league. Kyle Shanahan, I always believed in you.
I always believed in you, Kyle. All right, let's do our Sunday slate. 2 p.m. Houston traveling to New England. Gillette gonna be rocking. Drake May, 1 playoff win under his belt, 1-0. C.J. Stroud, 3rd year in a row he has won a playoff game. Gotten to the divisional, has yet to get past this divisional round. The Texans franchise has never gotten past the divisional round.
Man, remember that? Was it 24-0 against the Chiefs, that division round? That was crazy.
They were down at halftime, I want to say, for the record. They were down.
Yeah, they were up 24-0, and then was it 24-0?
It was, and it was 28-24 at half.
Jesus Christ, that was crazy. I remember I was watching that game. Like, it was a year later or whatever, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, all this crazy stuff happened in that first half. But that was the area we try not to talk about anymore with a player that plays for Cleveland.
I don't even know what player you're talking about.
But yeah, this was a tricky one. Of the games we talked about, like, I feel pretty confident Buffalo will win. I feel confident Seattle will win. This one, I'm not sure. I am not sure. And I'm pretty sure, spoiler alert, the Rams are going to win.
Whoa.
But this one, yeah, I'm pretty iffy about. I mean, if Drake May had played a bit better in that against the Chargers last week, I'd probably feel pretty confident about it. But it was a little shaky. And Texans, it was 10-6. Like, oh, you go look at that game. Oh, they 30-6. No, it was that defense really did a bunch of the heavy lifting, especially in that fourth. But that game was a lot closer than what the ending score indicated. But yeah, like I said, I'm just worried about can CJ Stroud in this offense produce. And look, if they can produce, you got a young Patriots team. I know it's in Gillette. That stadium is going to be rocking. But it's Drake May. But I mean, this is his first. This is his
Yeah,
first
yeah.
time in the playoffs, and he did get a win. But like I said, he wasn't amazing in that spot. But yeah, for me, it's about can the can this Texans offense? I think this Patriots defense is gettable. They haven't played a bunch of competition in this game in this season. If the Chargers and they fire, that's another firing we didn't talk about. Was it not Greg Roman? Was it Greg Roman? No.
Yeah, Greg Roman got fired as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was Greg Roman, the Chargers offense coordinator. If they could have just did a little bit better, that game could have walked out of that game feeling. This could be talking about this game a bit differently. I mean, Texas might not even be playing this, but I'll take the Patriots here. I'm just like, look, it's can this Texas defense do it again? And against a Mike Vrabel team, and with Josh McDaniel calling the shots on Drake May. And I'm gonna take Josh McDaniel over D'Amico Ryan in that defense, even though I think this game is gonna be really close. It's gonna be a real close one. I think it's gonna be this is gonna be who can make the plays in the fourth quarter. Game of inches. Like I think this game is gonna be close. But I think I trust the Patriots more in this spot. I just don't. I'm just not in love with this Texans offense, but they can surprise me. Don't get me wrong. I just think it's. I just think Drake May. He's gonna just maybe have some like backbreaking, rush late in the game or something like that. NFL Pro helps me with that case.
Okay, out here using numbers to support your case.
Yeah, I was saying QB
I didn't know
scrambles.
we could do that.
You've been using it all day. Patriots are 8th in QB scrambles, and the Texans struggle with containing QB scrambles. So can Drake May, make some things happen with his legs, which he can, and we've seen it. He's a bit kind of a bigger dude. So, but I do give all the credit goes to this Texas defense. And can you keep it close in the fourth? Can you keep it close, and then make a play or two, and mix some coverages up and stuff like that. And but yeah, I'm still going Patriots, but I mean this could go either way.
I do hear you, and I think I'm so excited about this game because it really does, as you hit on a little bit, like it is such a strength on strength on strength type of situation. And I honestly, I think I'm leaning Houston here because to me, the thing is what New England likes to do defensively. They're good at getting pressured. They play zone. They play single high. CJ Stroud is really good against those things. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league in terms of EPA per dropback against single high and zone, and he is 7th in the league in terms of EPA per dropback when under pressure. So he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league when under pressure, and he does well against what the Patriots like to do. So I think he can take advantage of that. We also don't even know if Christian Gonzalez is going to play. And I think that is a bigger loss for the Patriots than it is if Nico Collins doesn't play for the Texans. Woody Marks is really coming into his own. Christian Kirk, the guy had a phenomenal game. And I look at Drake May versus the Texans defense. Drake May is, and this is where I get a little squeamish, right? Because they love to run zone too high. They are the best defense in the league when it comes to that form and that scheme. They are the best in the league. Drake May is 5th best in the league against it. So I think Houston has a little bit of an edge, and I think C.J. Stroud against that defense will be able to take advantage. So I will take the Texans for the upset here.
I think you can make. I could hear an argument for the Texans here. I mean, I don't. Yeah, I don't hate that pick. Like it, I think this is one of the ones that is I'm a little iffy on. Like,
No, and look, I mean, Next Gen Stats is not lying. Like you look at the matchup comparisons, they have the Patriots winning almost all the matchups, at least the key ones, right? Their offense versus the Texans defense. The Texans do have some advantage, but like where they have an advantage is minuscule compared to the advantages the Patriots have. So I mean, I really have no idea what's going to happen here. This game to me is so exciting. It's such the perfect matchup. So I'm very excited to see what we get here. So,
and
all right.
I think the thing you haven't mentioned, I feel like the Texans are a little bit more battle tested this season. Where
It's true. It's true. Yeah, the Patriots. It's the opposite of the Patriots that everybody says. I think it's overblown, but
yeah,
it is opposite of what everybody says. So, all right. Interesting. Okay, Christian. We got one more. We got the Sunday evening.
Sunday evening. This one should be the most fun. I'm hoping this one lives up to the billing here as being the final game of the divisional round. Maybe we get some Caleb magic. That'd be fun to see if the Rams start blowing it again and Chicago gets a chance, and Caleb gets him right where he wants him, is where he can play off script and just be loosey goosey and all that stuff. But the Rams here for me, like I said, I think this team is just way more talented. They have the better quarterback. Even though Matthew Stafford is on his way out and Caleb is on the uprise, I just want him to, after this season, to work on, which he should, because he'll be in the second year of this Ben Johnson scheme. But I want him to play on schedule more, the 1-2-3 drop back, throw. Once he gets the easier stuff down, completion and playing within a rhythm within the system, and still have that, those magic plays when it doesn't work out, and he can get it done with his legs, or he runs around, makes 2-3 dudes miss a tackle, and he throws a dime. But yeah, I got the Rams here. But I mean, as you said, and how skeptical you have been of the Rams for over the past 2 months.
I'm so excited for my turn.
No, you bring up very, very solid points, and I think everybody just kind of likes to shoo those things away, but I think you bring up pretty good arguments for why the Rams haven't been so great. And if you've been paying close attention, you have seen they let Seattle come back in that game after they were dominating. They let the Panthers into that game after they were dominating last week. So, and they lost to the Falcons. They lost to the Panthers earlier in the season as well. So, I'm still taking the Rams here. But hey, Caleb Williams could just have that magic, and if you keep it close, you keep it close. You got a lead in the fourth quarter, and it's close. I mean, Caleb Williams he's
Iceman.
His hand. Yeah, he's just rubbing his hands. You
Not just because it's cold.
Not because it's cold. But also that is a great thing you brought up. Sean McVay and his teams, they struggle in the cold.
Yeah, they don't score as many points.
It's going to be loud in Soldier. Yeah, it's going to be loud in Soldier Field, and it's going to get cold. It's going to be cold.
Yeah. So look, I want to acknowledge up front that I think the Bears defense is going to have a horrible time.
Oh yeah,
against
I think
this
could
offense.
be a shootout.
And to me, that throws, like, I'm going to make my pick, and, like, I'm not saying, like, I feel super confident about it. Because, like, again, the Rams' offense is to me one of the best, if not the best in the league. I think it is, bar none, probably the best offense remaining.
They were 30. They were first in the league with 30.5 points per game.
And even in this, I've been saying it ad nauseum now. 4-3 in their last 7, 5-4 on the road this year. 6-4 if you count the win against the Panthers last week. Their offense has been fine. They had a tough game against Atlanta in that first half, but that's about it. They've been still very good offensively throughout a lot of this, but the rest of their team has just struggled so much. And it's one of those where I was telling you this before we got on air. Every time I find myself skeptical of the Rams, I kind of think to myself, like, you're being silly, though. Like, the Rams are good. They're one of the best teams in the league. On paper, they're all these things. Yes, like, everybody knows this. And I'm like, yeah, but then I dig into them. And the more I dig into them, the more concerned I am. And here are some stats for you, Christian. In the first, and I'm starting this 7 weeks ago, right? Week 13 onward, this team has not looked the same. I already talked about in the podcast earlier this week how they have gone from top 5 in defensive EPA and rush pass and DVOA and rush pass, top 5 in all those categories, to below average in basically all of those categories in the past 6 weeks. This defense lets teams get into games after they're already up. Now, when you think of the team this year that has made it a habit of getting back into games when they're down, who is the team you think of? Chicago Bears. Here are the stats right here. The Bears are 3rd in the league in second half points this season.
Yeah.
The Rams, since week 13, in the first 11 weeks, they gave up 7.6 points a game in the second half.
Yeah.
In the past 7 weeks, it's been 13 points a game in the second half, a full touchdown. They have given up more total points in those 7 games than they did in all the first 11 games. 92 points given up in the second half of each of in the last 7 games, 84 in the first 11 in the second half. They have also, what's Chicago do really well? Well, Chicago runs the ball. One of the best in the leagues at rushing the ball. First 11 weeks, the Rams gave up 100 yards per game. That would be top 6 in the league. In the past 7 weeks, they've given up 125 yards rushing, 25 more a game. That's bottom 10 if that were a full season stat.
Reach.
And I don't mean to pull up more EPA per attempt, but the Bears run inside zone and outside zone as more than half of their rushing attempts. How have the Rams been in the last 6 weeks against, or 7 weeks rather? No, yeah, in the last 6 weeks of the regular season against inside zone and outside zone. Do you want to guess where they rank in that time, Christian?
Bottom 5.
They are not quite bottom 5. I like the tenacity. Damn. My bad. They are bottom 5.
You do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. I thought they were like 6th or 7th or something. I was pulling up the tab. No, yeah, they're bottom 5. They're bottom 5. And again, this is inside zone, outside zone, weeks 13 through 18. We'll even count week 19 just to say we did, just to be safe. You know, we want to be safe. We want to be fair. That's where they're 7th. So if you include that, they are 7th. So, but either way, you get the point. You get the picture. Chicago is very good at those things. The Rams are bad at those things. Chicago is very good at getting back into games when they fall behind. The Rams love letting teams back into games. Like, it would not surprise me if the Rams win this game. I expect, the Rams are the favorite for a reason, and I think that's totally fair. But I think Chicago's going to upset them. I think Chicago gets it done at home. And I think
Damn.
I
City
think
of Chicago is
and then they got to go to Seattle, which assuming they beat the 49ers, but I mean it's just the Bears to me are a culmination of all the things that are wrong with the Rams. Like all the things that you list and go, the Rams haven't been good in this, haven't been good in that, the Bears are good in those things. So to me, and look, again, not to say the Rams have a great offense, the Bears have a bad defense, and the Rams do not turn the ball over. That's the only thing the Bears defense does well. They get turnovers, and if the Rams aren't turning the ball over, then it's like, well, okay, we're just going to march up and down the field on you. But I think the Bears will figure it out. I think it might not be pretty early. I think they could be down. I think they might have 6 points in the first half. It's like 17-6 at halftime. And then we're going to go into the fourth quarter, and it's going to be a 24-23 game, and Caleb's going to have the ball. And we're just going to be sitting there like, is he about to do it again?
Is he going to do it again?
Is he going to do it again?
Oh,
and he might not. He might not. But he might.
But he might.
He might. So I'm picking the Bears.
That's funny to think. If the Bears do make to the championship, Nick Wright was maybe 1 year off on his Bears Super Bowl.
It's so unfortunate that Danny Parkins is on that show now because he was such the Caleb Williams guy, and then he let an actual Bears fan on the show. And now he's by default the Bear. He's the Caleb guy by default now. He can't be the Caleb guy now. So he gets to be the Trevor guy. He can be the Trevor guy though.
You can have Trevor.
I gotta see. I gotta see it from Trevor.
I'd rather start your franchise with right now, Caleb Williams or Trevor Lawrence. It's Caleb for me.
I really want to see Caleb do the basics. I mean, he's won a playoff. He won the playoff game.
But if I had to start, I would rather. I think his potential and his ceiling is just so much higher than Trevor Lawrence.
I think the problem with Trevor is Trevor just has things about him that I just don't think you can coach out. He's just going to make the silly mistakes. He's going to, like he did against the Bills, he's going to slide a little earlier than he should and be in 4th and 1 instead of 1st and 10. Like, it's just little things he does. It's just like he doesn't always put touch on the ball the way he should. He doesn't get the play call out right. It's just like there's just little things he does that it's like, you're really annoying me, Trevor.
I'm annoyed by you.
I'm annoyed with you. But Caleb needs to, and I'm sure, you know, if Caleb comes out here and starts hitting the
if he starts
playing at structure.
If he starts throwing 65% next year,
dude,
we might be in trouble.
The NFC is in trouble.
Yeah.
Because
all I'm asking is for like what league average is like 63, 64?
Something. I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
If he can get to 60 and not the 50 range, if you get up to like mid 60s, then the NFC should be on notice.
I think
they'll get better this offseason.
My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I think the thing that's interesting is like we talked about when Ben Johnson came to Chicago. It was like this isn't a great like matchup for them because Ben Johnson loves quarterbacks who can play in structure. He likes Jared Goff. He likes those pocket passes. He likes the 1-2-3 hitch. You know, he likes that kind of on tempo guy. And Caleb is not that. But like, I think the counterpoint to that is, well, what if he coaches Caleb into that? And you get to maintain the crazy Caleb playing out of structure, throwing a 30-yard dot down the field as he's falling down. Like, if you can get him, coach into him the Jared Goff factor while maintaining that, I mean, that's a top 4 quarterback.
Oh,
I mean, that's an insane quarterback.
I think a potential Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if you could get him on script for like some of the game, the first few quarters, then he's gonna be like I said, his ceiling is crazy high.
That's why he went first overall. Like, because that's what everybody said. Is like, man, he's going to be able to play in structure and be amazing, and we just haven't seen him do it. But like, give him some time with Ben Johnson. I would be surprised if Caleb never learns to play in structure, even like at an average clip.
Yeah, like I think that would be kind of a disappointment from Ben Johnson. I know he is this offensive guru and all that stuff, but yeah, if Caleb can't get his mechanics right and all that stuff, then yeah, because I think this is kind of probably just a mechanics issue.
Some of it, yeah.
With just him, he's just so used to being the most athletic person, and his arm is so good that he can just, like you said, throw 30 yards down the field, falling down, and just and just it's just have a completion is crazy.
I do love when they ask him, they're like, how do you feel? Like they ask him something like, how do you feel when you like drop back? Like, do you ever think you like might not be able to make that throw? And he's just like, I can make any throw.
You can.
And on that note, Caleb Williams,
that talented,
26th in the league this year in check down rate.
Yeah.
Now, Josh Allen and Drake May are both below him. So,
okay.
Little fun fact.
I feel like Josh Allen has gotten so much better at that. Like, hey, not trying to make every play.
Yeah.
Like, even though he does sometimes. Like, we still see it in him. He still got it in him.
And Caleb Williams, top 10 in explosive play rate.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
So, anyway. All right, everybody. Well, we'll let you go, but we appreciate you rocking with us. We love you and cherish you. Thanks for tuning in. We're on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're on Apple, Spotify, all your favorite podcasting apps. You know them all. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a comment, give us a rating. Tell us, tell people about us. Please. Like, we just need the love. But we appreciate you. So until next time, we'll be back after these games to recap. Maybe, I don't know, Christian, maybe we'll get a little special Saturday night podcast in to recap the Saturday games. I don't know. Christian's not feeling it.
Oh, no, I'm just not going to be in town.
Where you going to be?
It's my mom's birthday on Saturday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Head.
Yeah. I'll be hanging with her.
All right. Give a shout out to Mrs. Head. Leave a happy birthday comment for her.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
All right,
Sunday
everybody.
For sure.
Sunday for sure. All right, bet. We'll just do it.
I'll
Sunday.
be back for Sunday. Yeah, I'll be back for Sunday.
All right. Well, take it easy, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.